All right, we knew this game was going to be hard straight off the bat. We knew it was going to be war, and I predicted war, and that's what we got against Nottingham Forest, man. This freaking team is. They were a bogey side for us when we were in our heyday before the Premier League. It looks like they're going to be a bogey side for us moving forward. If Nuno can figure out how to add quality to this side, this Nottingham Forest team is going to stick around for a really long time. They are the epitome of an annoying ass, difficult to beat side that can pull out results against anybody. They reminded me a lot, and if you didn't watch the video on the Discord, they remind me a lot of Atletico Madrid, man. Cholo Simeone tactics at their finest. Complete and utter shithousery, be extremely physical, be extremely hard to break down, and get away with some stuff here and there and things like that. Get in the referee's ear and all of that kind of stuff and play insane counterattacking football, man. That is the blueprint for Nuno, and it's working in the Premier League. And you'd say that, things like this don't work in the Premier League. You need to play attacking football to win things in the Premier League. But let's be honest. I mean, back in the day, this was the style of football. This is the Jose Mourinho special. Be hard to break down. There was a saying that they used to say all the time because Arsenal used to play pretty football before Arteta got involved with him. But it was Arsenal play the football, Chelsea score the goals. And we got to give Nottingham Forest the credit. They played a really good tactical game. We played the football and they almost scored all the goals, but thanks to Arne Slot, he was able to adjust in that second half, and I think we dominated. This has always been Liverpool's historical kryptonite, like I said before, and it looks like this rivalry is going to be around for a really long time. Let's be very honest. And shout out to the Nottingham Forest fans, man. They were loud all game long. I don't think they stopped screaming and cheering and singing the entire match. It should be a really fun rivalry. I would rather not it be a rivalry because I was pulling my damn hair out, and that's why I'm bald now. But watching this one, but I like it. It's good for football. It's good for the Premier League. And I'm glad they're there at the top. It looks like there are rivals this season. It looks like these are the ones that we're going to be having to contend with, is this freaking crazy ass Nottingham Forest team that are just disciplined, well drilled, excellent defense, and lightning quick on the counterattack. But we were able to open them up in that second half, and we'll talk about that in a second. But first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below where you're watching from. This thing is going everywhere. The reason why I say that is so that you guys can connect with people that could potentially be in your city or close by. Don't forget to join the Discord as well. I'm going to put the link right here. The Discord is going crazy right now. We're growing in that department as well. We had a lot of people join the Discord. Nigel, Brian, JL, aka Remote Boomer in the house, joining the Discord this morning. We got to chat a little bit in there. Don't forget to join that. I'm going to be doing the watch-alongs inside of the Discord, so it's going to be pretty sick. It's free to join. If you become a member of the family, member of the channel, of the family too, you get some extra perks on top of that, which I will link down below, and it'll tell you everything that you get if you decide to join the channel. But if you are already a subscriber, you can join the Discord and you can at least have a chat with us while we're in there. But Jay, he made a good point. Remote Boomer, he made a good point. If this is our dip in form and draws against Manchester United, which is aging really well, by the way, and draws against this Forest team, which is shown to be insanely hard to break down and beat, and we're still 6 points clear with a game in hand, I'll take that. I'll take that as our dip in form. If we were owed a dip in form, I will take this dip in form. Because let's be honest, we still have lost one league match all season. We're still really hard to beat. We talk about Nottingham Forest being a hard to beat team. We're a really hard to beat team. We've recovered now 13 points, or maybe it's 14 points now, from losing positions, only second in the league to Manchester City, and recovering from losing positions. We're a hard to beat team too. We got a lot to improve on, that's for sure, because the first half ball movement wasn't great, right? It was tragic. Let's be honest. It was tragic, actually. The walking the ball up the pitch, shouting at each other, getting frustrated, all that shit, it just did not, it was not jiving with me, man. And I thought we were going to come in and play really expansive tick-attack of football and move the ball quickly, which is what you need to do against a team like this that is hard to break down. With Diaz being in that false nine position, I thought that he was going to be running all the way around. And he was, to a degree, right? He was dropping into midfield, trying to make things happening, but everybody else was just kind of standing on the ball. And you can't fall into the Jurgen Klopp trap, right? Jurgen Klopp, we fell prey to this late in Jurgen Klopp's tenure as a Liverpool manager, of teams just sitting back, being hard to break down, playing a low block. That was our kryptonite, right? And that's why we got Thiago, and that's why we inverted Trent. But really what you needed to do is just move the ball. The more you move the ball, the more you make defenders move and defend and actually play football, right? More spaces open up for you to actually play your game. Not walking the ball up the pitch, not looking for long diagonals, moving the ball, being Mercule, right? Which we saw more so in that second half. Much better, much improved in that second half. We forced them to play football, and they immediately got tired. They immediately got tired because before in the first half, they didn't have to spend very much energy, right? We would win the ball back and we would let them sit back into their defensive shape, and we would just wait, and they would just wait. They would just wait for us. So they had all this energy to hit on the counterattack when they would win the ball back because they didn't have to actually play football and chase and press because we were allowing them to set back into their defensive shape. Slot made the adjustment, and we were able to actually get them tired. Alonga was exhausted. Williams was exhausted. Some of these players were starting to feel it after that first half. And our team, our boys, we can run for days. And so it was much improved. Hopefully the next time we see them, it'll now be next season, right? It'll be another fun encounter, but I hope we take them apart next season. I think they will be around. I think they will qualify Champions League. I think they will finish top 4, though. They are a bad team. Nuno's doing his thing there. I'm happy for him. He hasn't had the best luck in England, but he's been able to revive this sleeping giant, man. So let's talk about some of our players. What's going on with Alisson? What's going on with Alisson? Comment down below what you think is going on with Alisson. We need to talk about this because Callagher, Loki had us cooking when he was in goal. And now all of a sudden, Alisson is leaking goals like nobody's business. That Chris Wood goal, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I want to say that any keeper gets beat by that, but they kind of don't. I mean, it was on weak foot. It was a slow roller. We know that he's going far post just by the way their body is shaped. He's going far post. He's not going near post. And I know it's hard to go left and then come back where you were coming from, but I think Alisson needs to stop that shot. I think we look into that, man. I don't know. Ever since he's come back, he hasn't hit the heights that we wanted him to hit, right? And let's talk about Robbo, man. Simi needs to start, bro. Simi needs to start. And I had him in my starting 11. I had that exact same squad, except I had Simi starting instead of Robbo. And I think he probably should have. He just looks more at it. His delivery has been outstanding, by the way, the past couple times that he's been able to play. And his delivery showed up again on that corner. In swinger, on the dime, header in by Jota, two subs, masterfully done by Slot, by the way, the master adjuster. And it came through for us. 22 seconds is what it took for these subs to make an impact and crack this game wide open. Simi's delivery is 100 times better than Robbo's right now. And Robbo is honestly one of the best assisters in Premier League history, but his delivery has just been totally off recently, and we need that, especially against teams that are on low block like this. We need that threat from the left-hand side. Gakpo cannot do it on his own on the left-hand side. He grew into the game, by the way, Gakpo did, and was better in that second half. But I would have loved to see Chiesa get a shot at this. Be direct, be aggressive, run these motherfuckers down. That's what you got to do against these type of low block teams, man. You need players like a Coutinho, like a Mane, like a Firmino that will run directly at the attack and make these defenders think, make them defend, make them play football. And you need those types of players in your team. And Diogo brought that. In the side today. Some of the play that he had when he was able to get, I wish we would have got the ball to him more. But I know we were delivering it out to that right-hand side to Salah a lot, who didn't have a great game, right? But we were talking in the Discord, and we were like, damn, this is one of them games that Salah he says fuck it and scores anyway. He's one of those names that's just like, he's having a bad match, but he's just like, nah, I'm scoring anyway. And he got close. Like in the span of 1 minute, he had like 3 chances. And ran Nico into the ground in that second half. And that's what I love about Salah, is that he'll fail and fail and fail and have a bad game, but then he'll still pop up and be dangerous late in matches. So I can't really knock Mo all the way. I'll give him like a 7 overall in this game because he was dangerous late on and was probably really unlucky not to even get that winner. He had a couple shots that were cleared off the line. And the man of the match overall for me has to be Sells. Sells was just unbelievable today. Made some crazy ass stops. Our man of the match, I would say it's Sabo. He looked like he was actually in the trenches of war where his short was covered in dirt. He was in every challenge, every tackle, making things happen, recovering the ball, absolutely all over the place. You might could think differently, but for me, it's Sabo. I know some of you guys may say Jota, some of you guys may say Tsimikas, but he fought for everything. Ryan also looked really good in that center back position, weirdly. Brian made a good point in the Discord that he's worth his weight in gold, and I couldn't agree more, honestly. So this is easily a game that we could look into, into. But let's be honest, right? Forest is a tough team who are on a fucking roll right now. I mean, 5 matches in a row that they've won, 6 matches now unbeaten. They got the best of us in that first half and in the first game. Slot made the adjustments. Credit to Arne Slot for adjusting against a tough side. I know there's going to be a lot of people that say we should be beating Nottingham Forest. I get that, but I think it's based off the name instead of how they're actually performing right now. This Nottingham Forest side is a bad team. And the fact that we were able to pull out a draw in the cauldron, right? Over on Trent against this animalistic, side with these animalistic fans. I think it's a good result for us. It keeps the space. Tottenham have a job to do tomorrow against Arsenal, which they can. Arsenal aren't in a good way. Tottenham are, right? They're on a roll. They could do a very Tottenham thing. I don't think we have anything to worry about. If there was any games that we slip up on, these last handful ones were the ones that we probably should have. And we still stay in a great position. 6 points clear, 1 game in hand. What's next? We have Brentford next, who fought back in their match to get a result. That's going to be another big game. It's going to be a tough run. And hopefully, Arne Slot gets some reinforcements in here, because I think we need a magic man. We need to go out and get a big game winner type of guy that can just go and take the game by the scruff of the neck and just go win that shit. Or make something special and magical happen. So I've been saying this over and over and over for the past handful of videos. I still stand on that. Hopefully, I thought it was going to be Kvaratskhelia. If I'm even pronouncing it not right, I'm probably not. I'm sorry, guys. Any Georgians out there, I'm sorry. But we will see what happens this transfer window. But don't forget to join the Discord down below, guys. I'm going to be doing my first watch along on the Discord. So you could do voice chats there. So I'm going to be voice chatting and streaming live on the Discord for the next game, which is going to be the Brentford match. I want you guys to join me there. Regardless if you're a member of the family, if you're a member of the family, we still a family though, baby. Let's go. If you're a member of the channel or not, you still will have access in there. You just won't be able to speak. So if you become a member, you can speak, you can talk, participate in polls, you can do all of this really cool stuff that we have going on and that we're going to have going on over this year. Special guest speakers that I'll be having on there, you'll be able to participate in once you become a member. You'll be able to participate in the podcast call-ins, which is going to be pretty sick as well. And I got a bunch of really cool stuff that I'm going to be launching for you guys in the next handful of months. Like I said in my post, thank you guys so much for the 4,000 subs. Never thought in my wildest dreams I'd be here. And I want to give more than I get from this whole thing. So we're going to be coming out with some t-shirts, hats, hoodies, and things like that. And when you are a member, you get a 10 and 20% discount on those things. And I'm not going to gouge you guys on the prices. They're going to be priced very, very well so that you guys can fit out you and all your friends and some pretty swaggy stuff. So appreciate you guys again for the 4,000. Let's keep fucking going, guys. I'm excited. I'm lit. And I will take this result. I'll take a draw. So let me know what you guys think down below. Is this a good result? Is this a bad result? Who's your man of the match? And I will see you on the next one. Peace.